Crafting Change. Man, I wish I had the book with me to hold the title up for it and the cover page for that, like I've done with many of them. But I actually gave this to our photography teacher, journalism teacher to use because there's a great section in there. This book is so cool, though. It's such a neat idea talking about how crafting has been used to change society. This is real life stuff. This is very much like taking multiple mini biographies and putting them all together within a cultural discussion of things. And so for me, I shared, like I said, with the photography, an art teacher. I shared this with a friend who's a crafter and just said, hey, you got to read this book. Some of the crafting that you do is talked about in this book, and I know that my crafting friend is someone who's concerned about causes and social change and things with that and could use this in what she does for that. Now, I would have liked to have seen some more local ideas with this, if I had to be critical of it for anything. Right now, there was a lot more broad national concepts that were shared for things. The photography part did a very good job of saying this is how they applied this on a local level. I think that this would be the next piece that gets added into it if they were to go back and do like a second edition of this is, okay, now that we see a national scope of things, how do you reduce this down to the local level? I mean, it's really cool that they took something that they started local and it went national, but not everything's going to, and I think that puts unnecessary pressure on some of these people wanting to use crafting for change. But again, this was such a cool book, and when you can find those students who are into these different art forms, and you can have them read this and say, look, here's what you can do with these hobbies that you have. You can take this to the next level, to a bigger place for that. So Crafting Change is definitely one I really hope goes through to our final list of things because of the fact that it is so different than anything else that we've got in our reading list to me.